It's ladies' night and it feels all right. I don't know how that song goes, but I do know that it's Entrepreneur Ladies' Night right now. I'm at Chalene Johnson's Marketing Impact Live, and I try to get in on Ladies' Night any chance I can. Anytime Carrie will let me. Like, obviously, you got to respect Ladies' Night and not be trying to be a dude in Ladies' Night when you're not welcome. But sometimes you are welcome, and it's great. This event is like 90% women, which is really uncommon in our industry to have a marketing event that's mostly women. It's super cool. You know, I've been speaking at these events for like 8 or 9 years now, and generally it's mostly dudes. And so it's really nice to see so many like switched on, hungry, enthusiastic women like going for it with entrepreneurship. One of the other things about this event, it's like 70% people who are just getting their start, just looking for an opportunity. And, you know, I speak mostly at events that are with people who already have businesses, and you forget, or at least I forgot, the energy that comes with that desire for something new, that you know, motivation to change your situation and become an entrepreneur or find a business opportunity that you can be a part of. It's super infectious. It like, you feel it, you know, it's really, people are dancing, it's a whole thing, you know, and it's reminded me of what it felt like to get started. And I see this thing happen with people where it's like the first content that you engage with. This event is a lot of inspiration and motivation. It's also tactics and strategy, but it's a lot of it is like inspiring people, showing them what's possible, motivating them, and letting them know that they can change their situation. They could have something drastically different, something drastically more than what they currently have. And it starts with a mindset shift. It starts with changing your mind about what's possible. And for me, it's infectious. It's really awesome. And I had forgotten about that energy. So I'm going to take you around. I'm going to show you some footage of it, hopefully interview some people, maybe give you a chance to feel a little bit of the motivational energy that comes from 1,000 people coming out and saying, this is what we want. This is our desire. It's really powerful. So I'm excited to be here. I'll get to speak and kind of talk a little bit about e-commerce and what I'm doing, you know, and hopefully inspire some folks to choose that path. Because my viewpoint is that, you know, if you're gonna get involved in a business today, right now, starting, you know, from scratch, e-commerce is the way to go. It's just for a number of reasons. It is the best business model, I think, you know, as someone who sells informational products and sells software and, you know, does speaking, like e-commerce is my baby. I love it. It's my favorite business model. It's the easiest one I find to scale and grow and build a real system around. So let's go take a look. I'm here with the natural Nicole Walters, inside joke. Nicole just gave me some advice, which I offered her the mic, and she said,
never give your mic away.
Never give it away. Because why?
Why? Because you're in control. It's your show.
It's my show, all right? Let's remember that. So Nicole is the MC here at this event, and I was really impressed with, like, you know, when you see someone presenting, you can immediately tell how comfortable they are. Sure. And like, you are extremely comfortable. Just aside from your whole shtick, you're funny, you got a whole thing, but like, you're comfortable. Right. And that is hard to achieve. So I'm wondering, like, if, let's say, how did you get there, for one? And what is your advice if someone's not comfortable presenting?
Sure, absolutely. So it's twofold. The first thing is practice makes perfect. So if you go live from home, it'll prepare you to go live from stage. So no matter where you are, just make sure that you're taking advantage of the social media opportunities to be engaged, to talk to people, to get feedback, and then practice, practice, practice. So that's the first part. The second part is, I believe that I have a mission, a calling, and a purpose. And there's nothing that scares me more than keeping that inside. And the fear of keeping that inside is a whole lot worse than the fear of getting on stage in front of a bunch of people. So no matter what, I get up there, sweaty pits, all the nerves, and I make it happen.
Natural Nicole Walters, the one take wonder. That was just bam.
Thank you so much. Thanks, you're the best.
I'm here with Jumpin' Bret Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, one of the creators of Marketing Impact Live. Number one, why did you create this event? And number two, like, what are you hoping that people will get out of it?
Well, the reason, want me to hold this? Okay. Yeah. So the first reason why we do the event is because, you know, it's an online course, but we also feel that there's something powerful about putting, you know, 800, 1,000 people in a room for 3 straight days. It's something about being here kind of jumpstarts people, and we know that. Like, we've heard
gives you that kind of focus.
Yeah, and just maybe that last little push, like maybe the confidence to actually implement what they've learned inside the academy, inside the modules.
As cheesy as this might sound, like motivation and inspiration, they're unbelievably important.
Yes.
You know, you need that. You need that push.
They hear something in somebody else's story that makes them go, that can be me. I think that's probably another reason why you get this many people together, because they might not just relate with Chalene on camera and go, well, you know, of course it was easy for you. You created this. Right. But to see somebody else stand up, and then that person that's sitting back there that was in their chair goes, I can do that. And it just kind of gives them that little push they need.
Jumping Bret Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. You're going to kill it today.
I appreciate it.
He's just the guru when it comes to e-commerce and products. And I can keep going on and on about it, but he's got an amazing sizzle reel. I want you to check it out. Ezra.
I'm here with awesome Alexis Dela Cruz, who manages social media for this brand and most social media strategy. So when you're thinking about like 2018 and what you're doing for social, what's your plan?
Definitely with 2018, video content is continuing to boost even more. It kind of allows a brand to connect better with their audience. That way you're not having these super long copy. People don't want to read all of that. They just kind of want to scroll through their feeds, see something that catches their eye, then automatically want to be engaged through video. You want to tell a good story. So first of all, storytelling through video. Second of all, just really focusing on developing a brand voice. So when your brand has a pretty solid brand voice, like that kind of allows you to connect with your audience a lot better. You're not talking at them, you're talking with them. You're inspiring engagement and conversation and being relatable. And then with that, when you build that connection, then you kind of have like, it's not necessarily just a follower, you have a friend. It's kind of giving your brand a personality. You almost kind of want to think of a celebrity or public figure. You're like, okay, if my brand is going to be represented by someone, like what would they talk like? What would their interests be? Kind of giving it a persona. If I find a brand I really like, a restaurant I really like, I don't Google it, I look up their Instagram. I want to see what other people are capturing there and how they're receiving it, how they're experiencing this brand or product or restaurant. That's user-generated content, which is also huge for 2018, always has been.
Really cool. You know, if you go to Boom by Cindy Joseph's Instagram, you can see that we've been putting a lot of attention on this. It's like, people know that you think you're awesome, but what do other people think about you? I think it's really interesting that that's you know, how you look up brands. Awesome, Alexis Dela Cruz. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Chalene Johnson, not Chalene Johnson. Don't get it twisted. Chalene's husband made sure that I knew that because I was pronouncing it wrong. So I want you to know that as well. Since I pronounced it wrong at the beginning of this video, which I apologize for. What a great event, you know, so cool, so many people, so inspired. Interesting conversations about ranking videos on YouTube. So, you know, picking really super long tail keywords and getting videos to rank on YouTube. Conversations about chatbot and messenger marketing. Obviously, I was talking about e-commerce stuff. You know, I think the thesis is get out to an event. If you haven't been to an event recently, you're forgetting the inspiration and motivation and connection and like all the good stuff that can come from events. You know, I love coming to these things, and it was super fun to speak here. Hope to see you. I'll be at Traffic and Conversion Summit. I'll be at 10X. I'll be at Conversion XL, and a number of other events that apparently all have X in the name. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks for watching this video.